Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I'm your host for today's live stream, and my name is Connor. Hope you're all doing great on this weekend. The market has been relatively sideways. However, it's a huge week this week, and I'll explain why right now. Let's get into this live stream. So, looking at the market currently, Bitcoin $101,000, Ethereum trading at 3,800. If we look at the top 100, we do have a lot of bounces today, but really no huge growth in the top 100. It's been a flat weekend where most attention and most volume is happening on chain, specifically with AI agents. AI agents are the new versions of meme coins, basically, that the market is speculating on, right? Trading attention, that's really all it is. And it's very hard to put valuations on these AI agents, going back to someone like Murad's thesis that the most bullish coins are coins where you can't really properly, project their future valuations, because that leads to the most speculation possible. And that's what's happening with these AI agent coins. And I'll be going into that a lot in this stream. Now, when it comes to this upcoming week, Wednesday, December 18th, we have the FOMC meeting, where we will see the next interest rate cut, most likely. All right, more likely than not, we are going to see a 50 basis point rate cut. And this is very bullish, and it would lead to likely a major pump, much to like what we saw in September with that first rate cut on the FOMC meeting in September. All right, so Wednesday, December 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then 2:30 is the press conference where we will hear Jerome Powell speak. Huge stuff, and it will have large implications on the market. And I do lean bullish for this FOMC, given the fact that I do perceive it to be another interest rate cut. All right, so that's the most important date right now that you need to know about going into this upcoming week is going to be FOMC on Wednesday, December 18th. Now, when it comes to these, we'll look at Bitcoin and then we'll get into these AI agents, all right? So Bitcoin's actually at 103K. We need to refresh the CoinGecko page. Nonetheless, if we look at BTC here, it is looking quite bullish, all right? We did have the major flush over here on Monday, 1 week ago, where we went and tested around 93,000, 94,000, and we're right back up to the highs, really the all-time high supply zone at 104K. So again, $98,000. Support that must hold. If we do see a move back down here and we hold 98K, I'm still bullish, expecting a new all-time high. Watch for this to happen this week. All right, if we don't immediately pump on market open on Monday, watch for a test of our key support levels. $98,000, very important. We also have the range lows down here at around 90K to 88K. If we're at the lower support, like down here around 90K going into Wednesday, probably going to be an amazing buying opportunity. But even if we're down here at 98K, people are going to be scared, right? Oh my God, we're going to break down through support, and it's the interest rate cut day. Probably going to be a good opportunity. Again, I'm leaning bullish for FOMC on Wednesday. So the most important thing for Bitcoin right now is to hold our support levels at 98K. And if we do see 90,000, hold that range low. But we're all primed up to go and make a new all-time high. All right, chart is bullish. We're 1% away from this all-time high price, if that, 1.5%. So again, let's hold these supports and watch for the breakout into new highs for BTC. Same thing with ETH, right? It's at that 4K or just underneath the $4,000 resistance level, and just a stone's throw away from the all-time high price at $4,800, as you can see from 2021 November. All right, so ETH is in striking distance of going and testing its all-time high once it can clear 4,000. And if it's going to happen, it's likely going to happen sooner rather than later. So watch for a break of 4K into a move to the all-time high on ETH. Now let's get into the AI agent buzz. By the way, SBR looking good, but nonetheless, we'll get into that in a little bit. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, a very big narrative with Trump coming into office. Now AIXBT is making new all-time highs. It is pumping right now, all right? This is one of the main AI agents, and this is a virtuals protocol launch on the base chain. And what this AI agent does It's trained on crypto Twitter data and information, and it's basically like a crypto influencer. You can ask it questions on Twitter, you can tag it, and it will respond to you. If you hold 600,000 tokens, you have access to the terminal on AIXBT's website. Now, most people are completely priced out of accessing the terminal, as 600,000 tokens currently costs $180,000. All right, so most people are just going to be tagging it on Twitter to get information from AIXBT. Now, again, I see this as kind of like the new version of meme coins. It's simply trading attention and they're being speculated on. All right, one example of why this is becoming a new version of a meme coin, so to speak, is I'll show you firsthand. You can just go to Fiverr and you can search AI agent crypto. And you can see on these search results, these are all brand new listings from these marketplace sellers. You can pay this guy $1,000 and he's going to deploy an AI agent crypto DeFi Twitter bot. Or you can pay this person $800 or this person $450 or this one $100. It's very easy. It's very easy for anyone out there to launch their own agent through something like Virtual, do some solid marketing for it, train it with some basic information, and promote it as the next big genius AI agent bot. So again, in my opinion, flavor of the month stuff here, it is AI. So it does have the ability to continuously learn and get better, all right? So that's the difference between this and a cute animal picture meme coin, but largely they are much of the same. All right, they are for sure the new version of meme coins, and many of these AI agents are simply LARPs, simply basically, again, people selling shovels in the gold rush. So be careful out there and understand that they're hot right now. They're probably going to continue to be hot for the next few months because that's how long these narratives do last for. And the rotation is happening right now into them. It started in late November and it's in full swing now. If you profit heavily off of this, you need to be sure to lock in gains because you can just see from something like GOAT. It hit $1 billion market cap, which is a very, very rare feat for a coin to do, right? Hitting $1 billion market cap is not easy for any coin out there. This is the #1 AI agent coin. And after it hit $1 billion, right, it's been correcting for a while now. Really for around 1 month, GOAT has been in a large correction. Right, so coins like AIXBT, other big agents right now, there's Griffin on Sol, correcting right now after hitting 400 million. ALCH on Sol is a different type, but still in the same narrative, 88 million. What I'm trying to say right now is it's very hard for these coins to hit that $1 billion level. All right, so if you get into something at 20 million and it goes to 200 million, but you're praying for that billion market cap and you're hoping, you're saying, I just need a little bit more and then I'll sell. Catch yourself in that moment. Catch yourself being greedy. And again, all I'm saying is to exercise a healthy profit-taking schedule if you were up massive on these agent plays, because again, I do see it as a flavor of the month, and I understand how tough it is for a coin, a meme coin essentially. It might be able to reply to you because it's AI, but it's still a meme coin. It's very tough for these things to go to $1 billion market cap valuation, and only a very select few will. Fartcoin, for example, isn't necessarily an AI agent, but it was deployed by GOAT or Truth Terminal. 850 million right now, going straight up vertical, all right, after this correction. This thing's probably going to hit $1 billion. We'll see how it does develop after that. If it goes to 2, 3, 4, 5 billion. But nonetheless, still, it's very tough for these agent coins or any coin in general, especially memes, to go to that $1 billion valuation level. All right, so don't get too caught up in the hype or lost in the sauce. Understand that this is just this is a bull market narrative play. And if you're playing it successfully at the moment, nice job, but understand that it probably will not last forever. And again, just exercise a proper healthy profit-taking schedule to avoid the inevitable flush out that will come, that we're seeing a lot of these traditional art meme coins go through at the moment. Now, moving forward, this was pretty funny. So this was today at 1:52 p.m. This person asked the AI XBT agent on Twitter, when do you think this current Bitcoin cycle tops? And the agent responded here. The agent responded, current momentum and macros suggest late 2024. BlackRock ETFs and halving cycle should time nicely with this. So it said late 2024. Look, we're 2 weeks away from New Year's. We're 1 week away from Christmas. We are in late 2024, right? So you can see the responses. People are like, do you mean 2025? Or we're ending 2024 in 2 weeks. And everyone's, here's the this is fine meme. Did you mean 2025? This person saying responses like this tell me these bots are pretty rudimentary. And yeah, this is definitely largely the case, right? These things are brand new. They're basically, they have ChatGPT plugged into them or another language learning model plugged into them, and this is how they're responding, right? So the information they give out is based off of what they were fed, right? What they were trained to do. And they're far, far, far from perfect. All right. I do not believe the cycle is topping out right now in late 2024. And, I think many people are going to agree with me on that. Some people might say that it's over now. Bitcoin hit 100K and it's all over. But, I do disagree going into 2025. I do think we have more upside. But again, back to my point, these AI agents, it's simply all speculation. And because it's so hard to put a valuation on these things, the speculation runs wild and rampant, leading to overvaluation. It's basically like crypto gaming in November 2021. Facebook changed their name to Meta. Everyone's like, oh my God, crypto gaming is the future. This is the next best thing ever. But all of these games were just in their most basic forms, largely unplayable. Most gaming projects didn't even have a game live, but they're at billion-dollar valuations. It's really the same kind of thing repeating itself. And if you've been in crypto now for multiple cycles, you've seen this play out too many times where you know what's going on, but at the same time you understand that we're just buying and selling attention. So as a trader, amazing times. The volatility is insane to the upside, but in the back of our minds, we do know that this is likely just a passing fad to an extent. These are the early days of AI agents, much like crypto gaming in 2021. They have a lot of work to get done to them in order for them to be fully functional and for us to really see their true value. And that's likely going to take some time. But nonetheless, keep that in the back of your mind going forward, because tomorrow there's probably going to be a brand new AI agent that everyone is saying is the next GOAT and is going to go to 1 billion. And then the day after that, there's going to be another one. And the day after that, there's going to be another one, because these are the new meme coins, essentially. I can go to Fiverr and I can pay some dude some money and he can deploy an AI agent. I can get a bunch of people to talk about it on Twitter. I can say it's the next best thing and people will FOMO into it. All right, we are in the crypto gold rush and people are selling shovels at a rampant rate. So just be aware of that is all I'm trying to say. Now, this person, more on the AI agent stuff. This person basically called out AI XBT and said, can you please prove to us that you're automated? Publish your operating system, dox your creators. This feels grifty and I default to believing you, but it's crypto. The thinking from most in the community right now is that it's just some dudes pumping coins for fun. Here's a few things people are noticing when it comes to these agents. High latency in responses. AI usually responds immediately. Knowing content that isn't generally available on X. See screenshots of responding in binary. This dude tested every model. Very odd behavior. So this guy says he's an engineer who is already building some of these things, and his BS meter is activated. We'll believe you with proof, though. Like anything in crypto, trust but verify. Would love an explanation, please, and thank you very much. And here are some examples of people basically wondering whether or not this is actually automated or not. So again, it's exciting stuff, right? This is a breakthrough of technology. This is the first thing we're seeing these agents, like real use cases for them. I thought myself, like, man, I want a person. I thought this months ago. I want my own AI agents, right? That can help me run my business. I can just talk to it. I can ask it questions. It will immediately get back to me. This is a major, major use case for AI. But being that crypto has a lot of money involved, it attracts a lot of exploiters, bad actors, and people that are highly emotional wanting to get rich. It's the perfect recipe for a bit of a predatory environment. So just be on your toes out there. That's all I'm trying to say. But nonetheless, being that we trade attention in crypto, this is where all the attention is. So this is where we're seeing a large capital rotation into. So for the time being, let's take full advantage of it. But in the back of our minds, know that it is likely going to be unsustainable and lead to very high valuations in a short amount of time that are not accurate. And the universe has a tricky way of putting things to where they need to be. So likely they will get knocked back down to their fair valuations when the hype does die down. All right, so when it comes to the AI agents, that's what I have to say. Again, there's a lot of gains to be made here, but a lot of these will simply not survive the test of time, just like most things. Let's see, Nico Dem. What's going on, Nico Dem? Shout out to Avondale, Yasir, Ghost as well. We got Matthew Black. We got Be Cool, Fiat Hater, John Valentine. We got Doles, Lucas, Adrian Kent, Blue Camel, Mr. Arvix, T13, All Day Dre, RP, Ryan, John Valentine. Shout out to all you guys. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Crypto Middle East and Africa. We'll get to these questions in a little bit. Now, Nico Dem is the person, I believe, that did shout out AI Fun here on the live stream before it pumped in late November. I do recall that. I was wondering who it was, but Nico Dem, now that you say that, I do believe it was you who told me to look at it first. So basically, AI Fun, an AI agent launcher, much like Virtuals or Spec. But anyways, Nico Dem asked us about it here in the live stream at like a 2 million market cap. It went up to 40 million in a short amount of time after Thanksgiving. Now he says, let's see what he says. He says, I told you guys in November about AI Fun. Now I'm telling you about AI agent from Casper. All right, let's see if because I know Casper did transition to a bit of an AI blockchain. So I'm curious, Nico Dem, does Casper have its own ecosystem where we can look at its coins? I have not been familiar or up to date with Casper since I exited that project over a year ago. But I would be interested to see what their AI agent launcher is doing because, again, that's where all the rotation is going at the moment. So Nico Dem, let me know in the live chat. Appreciate you, man. Let's get into some of your questions, though. This is the Sunday live stream. So we have a question from Yasir. He says, do you get the feeling Bitcoin is going to just keep going up from now on? I feel the bear market for Bitcoin is long gone. The environment has never been like this. The world has woken up. So yes, we're in the bull run, Yasir. There's no doubt about that. Now the question is, do you get the feeling Bitcoin is going to just keep going up? For now, yeah, I do believe that Bitcoin is not, finished. I do disagree with AIXBT here that we're going to top in late 2024, which is right now. With Trump getting into office on January 20th, and he's making it very clear that he wants a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the United States. And now you have other countries like Russia and a lot of other countries are saying they're also going to make a strategic Bitcoin reserve. I do agree with you that the world has definitely woken up to this, and it likely does continue to increase in value. However, understand that Bitcoin is a largely manipulated market, just like the entire crypto market is, and the whales want you to think it will keep on going up, 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 up forever, so that basically you bag hold all the way back down. All right, so if you're playing the 4-year cycle and you've been following along here on the channel, you should have the approach, or you should do whatever you want. But I personally have the approach that a lot of the coins that I bought, say a year or two ago, that are up, I think they have a little more upside for sure. But I'm looking to take a lot of profits from this market in Q1 or into Q4. However, I'll be reading the market in real time, right? It's not black and white. It's very dynamic. But again, the whales want you to think it will just go up forever. So don't play into that mind game. Understand that it's not real. No gains are real until you realize them. All right, so if you have the mindset it's just going to keep on going up forever, that will essentially make you not want to sell, and that's very dangerous. So I'd be careful of that. Mark Cooper, I don't think the bear market will ever happen again like in the past. There's nothing new under the sun. So I do think we will likely see similar bear markets to what we have seen in the past. Shout out to Matthew Black for smashing that like button. All right, we got a lot of questions about some various different altcoins at the moment. A lot of people asking me about many different coins here. So we will spend some time going over these community requests. And there are a lot of them. So we got John Valentine asking about OPXL. So I'll take a look at OPXL. Trade stream create. I mean, I don't really know anything about this coin. First time I'm looking at it. I do see that it has put in a long accumulation. Okay. I like these charts that are still in their accumulations. It's broken out and it's retested the breakout. So look, it does look good to continue up. But I would say this would be a high risk trade. And that's that. And Lucas asking about Pinlink, which has been a top performer. Pinlink has really been just going up only vertical. And here's the Pinlink daily chart. So this thing is experiencing its first correction since it went live on November 14th. It went from a 4 million market cap on the first day, 4 million to a high of 346 million. Currently sitting at 230 million market cap. So for sure, this thing is due for a correction. All right, no matter how bullish a coin is, it is not sustainable to go up only. Every coin does correct at some moment in time. Look at the biggest AI agent coins like GOAT or Fartcoin. They just put in huge corrections, right? So 52% correction so far. I do look for the 60 to 80% retracements. If we are going to see a 60 to 80% retracement, we are basically going to see Pinlink down here at around 130 million market cap to 100 mil. All right, so there's a chance it doesn't make its way down here, but there's a pretty decent chance it does. Something that's gone up only for 1 month straight, experiencing its first correction, I would look to buy at the level of demand on the chart, and that's, again, sub 150 mil market cap on Pinlink. But yeah, this thing's really, really been crushing it. And like I said, first correction right now. So if you're bullish, I would look to buy the correction in a solid demand zone like I just shown right there. Let's see, RP, interesting. He's bullish on Fred the Raccoon this week. And again, the narrative or the cute animal coins have been really underperforming. Here's Fred the Raccoon. If we go to the daily time frame. So here's an example of a coin pumping and needing to correct. Also a rotation out of the cute animal meme coins. So 5 million market cap up to 300 million in 3 days, 4 days basically, back down to 57. And it is either accumulating or people have just lost interest and it's just a lack of trading, lack of volume. So we're just seeing it basically move sideways. For sure, if this level is going to hold on Fred this low, it likely will pump from here. Right? If this low is going to hold, then yeah, for sure we can see some kind of relief bounce. But even Peanut the Squirrel Peanut the squirrel here on the daily time frame, you can see it is just largely in a very large consolidation. And people are trading agent meme coins now and not Peanut and other cute animal coins. FWOG, same thing on Sol. I went over this yesterday. First major correction you're seeing. And like I said yesterday, this is either the beginning of the end or the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm personally fading it. I'm staying out of it in neutral. Again, I see this as a very high-level coordinated shill, this coin. But if it is going to bounce and you're bullish on this, I would be interested in it if I wanted to buy it at current prices at the origin of this pump. But all of these art meme coins on Solana, they're all bleeding out or they're going sideways. So they're at pretty critical levels here. If FWOG loses this, I can see it coming back down to 100 million. But this is the level you want to see it bounce, basically, right? Sweep this low. This is going to act as the spring, essentially, to make new highs if it's going to stay bullish. But again, rotation out of these meme coins into the AI agent coins is very, very clear to see right now. And Ryan says, how about Tectum? So Tectum has been a very, very huge test of patience is the best way to describe it. Now, if I blow the chart out to the weekly time frame, Tectum on the weekly, it's a pretty good looking chart. You can see I have put a large parallel channel connecting the lows. We have a perfect test of these lows basically on this trend line with these anchor points. And I also utilized the all-time high made at $46. By the way, thank you for the super chat from Gilly. We'll get into TARS AI right after Tectum. Thank you for that $5 super chat, Gilly. So again, Tectum weekly, it looks good to me. I like the way this chart is shaping up. All right. I do have patience more than a lot of other people to see things through. A lot of people like to jump ship as when their coins aren't pumping. But when I look on the higher time frames and I see something like this, it does give me bullish, essentially hopium, you could say. Or it adds to my level of conviction, you can say. Nonetheless, Tectum, same thing that I've been saying for months. It needs to have a clean break and hold above $10. Notice every time it's broken $10 in the past, okay, sure, it might trade above it for a bit, but it always gives back this $10 level. Test it again, gives it back. Test it again, gives it back. Coincidentally enough, the daily 200 EMA is trading at $10.27. Smack dab right on that level. So if Tectum's going to see a major pump, it needs to break out above $10 and actually hold that. That's the first order of business. Now, if you do see it come back down to the bottom of the channel at $6 again, testing this parallel channel in demand zone, it's going to be tough. It's going to feel like you shouldn't buy it, but that's probably going to be the bottom and the best price to buy it at since it was bottomed in August as well as October of last year. If you see it back down in demand at $6 on this trend line again. So yeah, still bullish on Tectum, but a large test of patience. And I do see a move back up to the top of the channel happening, which from current price, top of the channel would be at around $80, which is a 10x from here. And there is the scenario, of course, where it can basically utilize this trend line and put in a move like this, which would cause the price to go into the hundreds. All right, so that's what I see. That's my forecast for Tectum. If it does pump, it's going to pump hard. But it needs to break $10 first, basically. Anyway, Gilly is asking about TARS AI, TAI. And I'm pretty bullish on TAI, especially after David Sachs was announced as the AI czar for Trump's White House administration. David Sachs is also a big Solana guy. I believe he's also a Solana VC investor. And TAI, TARS AI, is apparently backed by the Solana Foundation. I think there's a lot of unclarity, I guess you could say, when it comes to the TAI. I believe the team is doxed, but the Solana Foundation is backing them. Interesting stuff. But anyways, if David Sachs gets in there and he's the AI czar as well as a Solana VC investor, and TAI is backed by the Solana Foundation. Some crazy things could possibly happen with this coin is what I'm trying to say. All right, so you can see my chart here. And over here on Friday, I was looking for a move to the previous week low at 31 cents, which is essentially these levels of demand. These levels of demand here. So yeah, for TAI, I would be looking for prices around the monthly open to 30 cents. Monthly open is at 34 cents. All right, so in the low 30-cent levels, probably going to be good levels to buy this coin for another leg higher. While we're on the topic of TAI, by the way, shout out to Christopher Brown for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Christopher. He says, I'm new around here. Good job. Can we check ski? We'll get to ski in just one moment, Chris. Thank you for your support, man. But anyways, while we're on the topic of TAI and AI coins in general, so these AI coins are not having the same level of interest as the AI agents, all right? There's a large disparity between these two. Again, because the AI agents are just new versions of meme coins. It's all speculation, and everyone in the trenches that isn't interested in utility coins is interested in the AI agent coins because they, in their mind, see it as a meme coin where they can put in $100 and 100x that, or they can put in $1,000 and 100x that. The market does not view the utility AI coins in the same light, but much of like what we saw at the start of the year, leading into the NVIDIA AI conference, these things have the potential to pump 20, 30, 40, 50x. All right, so that's why I'm pretty bigly invested into utility coins. Now, anyways, TAI, you can look at the chart on the weekly time frame. Breakout, now for the last 2 weeks, it's been in consolidation. Not all of them, but most AI utility coins have the same chart structure. For example, here's OXO on the weekly. You can see breakout, 2 weeks of consolidation. Same thing as TAI. Tau a bit different. It's really the lower caps like Cubic. Huge breakout, 2 weeks of consolidation. Very similar performance to TAI. They're all very similar, actually. Let's see, that's a bit different. This is a bit different. Netmind NMT, similar breakout, 2 weeks of consolidation. AGI, this has leverage, so that's why you see this weekly candle look like this, because it had a leverage flush out down to the quarterly open at 17 cents. AI Tech, similar, test of the quarterly open. Anyway, breakout, 2 weeks of kind of retracing, similar patterns here across all of these AI infrastructure plays. Based AI, breakout, 2 weeks of consolidation, same thing. DEAI, still in recovery at 63 cents. We'll see if that does recover fully. Anyways, OORT, same thing, breakout, 2 weeks of consolidation. Let's see, PAI, this thing's been ripping. But anyways, the point I'm making here is that many of these AI utility plays all have the same structure. They all have broken their downtrends and broken out of their bottoms, and they're all in a period of consolidation, basically forming their own bull flags. So I have no plans to rotate out of my AI utility plays because I do believe them to be, they have the potential to put in massive returns going into 2025 here. And I think there will come a time when they see pumps similar again to meme coins, much of like what we saw at the start of the year. For an example, we'll use AGI, right? This thing went 50x in a few months. For anybody that wasn't around or anyone that forgot, right? This thing in October was at 1 penny and it did go as high as 67 cents. That's a 55x in four and a half months. Okay, so AI coins, a lot of opportunity for them, but they're not meme coins. So they're going to require a bit more patience, and they all move at the same time. Anyways, great question asking me about TAI Gilly. Now let's get into Ski Mask Dog for our guy Christopher Brown. So Ski Mask Dog right now, 269 mil market cap. So when it comes to Ski, let's do a side-by-side comparison to WIF, because I think it's a pretty good, similar kind of tokenomic structure in the sense that they have the same supply and the token prices are similar to each other. So let's find the real whiff on Dex Screener. Can't even find the original pair anymore because there's so many copycats of it. Anyways, all right, we're going to have to save that for another day. We'll just check Ski for now. So Ski Mask Dog, I think Brian Jung is largely responsible for pumping this coin, but hey, that's fine, right? That's how the market works. Nonetheless, pretty nice consolidation here. As you can see, I've just put a parallel channel on the chart. So it's in a range between 350 million market cap down to 230 million market cap. Now, if this is going to be the whiff of base, it will go to dollars in price. It's at 26 cents, basically 1 quarter, right? 25 cents is a quarter. It's basically trading for around a quarter. And if it's going to match whiff, it's going to go to $2, $3, $4, $5. So that means that it's still undervalued, even though the chart looks like this right now, right? If this is going to be the next whiff, it's still undervalued here, and you would expect that this bull flag does result in another breakout higher, essentially. So yeah, that's what I would be looking for. If I wasn't in Ski, I would be looking to play the flag, meaning I would look to buy it at the discount of the range, basically, which is going to be sub 250 mil market cap. Okay, you basically are looking to buy it below 250 in this level of the bull flag. So when price does make its way here, I would be looking to fill bags if I wanted to buy this. And I would look for the bull flag to lead to an eventual breakout higher, realistically into the billions in market cap. If it's going to match whiff, it will go to dollars, trading for 26 cents right now. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on Ski Mask Dog. It does not look topped out. All right, this is a bull flag. This is a healthy consolidation that I do expect to lead to new highs. Hope that helps, Christopher Brown. And let's see, we got another super chat from JP Moon. He says, what do you think of the Pepe coin based AI price forecast? So what do I think of their price forecast? I guess you're asking for my forecast. And if the research is going to be, or the speculation is going to be accurate, that this project is more bullish than Tau because it has fully homomorphic encryption and it's a very solid AI network, well, that means the forecast is that if it works out, it's going to go to billions in market cap. Tau right now is 4 billion. This is 200 million. All right, that's a 20x to catch up to Tau's valuation. So if you're bullish on based AI, which I think is a smart thing to be. I'm bullish on based AI. You understand that it has a very high growth potential. You also understand that on the weekly time frame, it put in a like this rounded bottom, pump, bottom, new highs. Okay, here we have a rounded bottom, and we're breaking out of it now. And again, I just looked at not all of them, but many of the AI utility coins, and they all have very similar market structure. Breakout, 2 weeks of consolidation right now. I'm bullish on AI. I think AI is the best narrative to be positioned in. So therefore, I would expect this to lead to a new high. In terms of the forecast, yeah, I mean, I can see this thing delivering double-digit returns. I'd be looking for, let's see, a 10x right now would be a $2 billion market cap, 2.2 billion. I think that's achievable. I think 4, 5, 6 billion, up to 10 billion is achievable. Okay, doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen, but I can see this thing delivering really good returns when the time is right. And all AI utility plays typically do pump at the same time, so it's going to require patience and conviction, basically, to hold it until that time. But the good news is that there's a decent chance that time is approaching soon in Q1 of 2025. So I think based AI has a bright future ahead. Anyways, JP Moon, I hope that helps. Bitcoin broke all-time high. Let's take a look at that. Not quite. Not quite there yet. Maybe on the spot chart if we go to Coinbase. And not yet. It's literally right there, about to make a new all-time high spot on Coinbase. All-time high is 104K. We are at 103,900. So yeah, we are in prime striking distance of new all-time highs. Now this is happening 1 hour before the weekly close and a new weekly open. Okay, so we'll see if this weekly candle, if the weekly candle closes like this, or even better, if it closes above 104K, that's extremely bullish. All right, long wick down, and then finish closing with a solid green candle body and price discovery. If we get a weekly close, it's going to happen in 43 minutes from now with a candle like this. Yeah, I mean, that is a very bullish candle going into FOMC week, 2 weeks before New Year's. I mean, this is bull market. Like, this is what we dream about, basically. So it looks great. Yeah, Bitcoin looks really, really solid here. Let's see if we get the weekly candle close in price discovery. And let's see, we got another super chat from Brit Boy. Thank you, Brit Boy. He says, "Hey man, love the Sunday stream. Thoughts on VVAIFU AI agent generator on Sol? And thank you for the contract address." So I haven't seen this AI agent generator on Sol, but we'll take a look at it now. So we're going to work only off of the chart here. Basic AI agent launcher, it looks like. I'm not sure what the differentiation is between this and any other AI agent launcher. So again, we're going to work off of the chart here. Now, we can see the range that has formed after the parabolic pump, and we can also notice it has gone down 84% from the high of that parabolic move, and it's currently down 58%, almost 60%. This is all stuff that I like to see. All right. I don't like to buy tops. I like to wait for the 60 to 80% retracement. That happens with 99.9% of the time on all of these coins, especially meme coins. They go parabolic, and then they're going to retrace 60 to 80%. 99.9% of them do this exact move. And then typically buying the 80% swing, if the coin is bullish, will lead to buying the bottom into new highs. So anyways, here on VVAI waifu basically, it looks bullish, all right? So, some healthy consolidation after going parabolic. Similar to every other range we always look at here when we're live, we want to buy the discount of the range. The discount of the range is below the 50% mark. So maybe it comes and it breaks out here back above 100 million. But if you do see it back into the discount levels of the range, which is going to be sub 60 million approximately based off of my eye, that's going to be where you want to buy it. The best thing to buy would be a sweep of the bottom here, right? Similar to, go look at the FWOG chart. It's playing out right now. Sweep the bottom of the range. You know, maybe you go down to 22 mil, which is the low of this previous week on the 17th of November. Buy that deviation leading into hopefully a new pump to new all-time highs. That can work out really well. Again, when it comes to the AI agents, it's the new meme coin, new flavor of the month. I can go to Fiverr and I can pay some dude and he can launch some AI agent for me. And that's what's happening. The market is quickly becoming saturated with these plays. So don't fall in love with them. Don't get too emotionally attached to them. But there's a lot of really good trades with them. All right, so trade it. Don't hate it. Don't date it. Just trade it. Don't get emotional over it. But yeah, I would look to buy this at the discount of the range if I wanted to buy it. I hope that helps, Brit Boy. We got some more super chats rolling in. We got a super chat from T13. He says, peak price prediction. Do you think it can reach around 8 to 10 billion market cap with a target of $10? Seeing it compared to Solana, or it's overhyped? So the current valuation of peak is $365 million. Okay, so Can it reach 8 to 10 billion? 20x from here? Definitely it's possible for something like that to happen. Now let's take a look at what the chart is saying. Good chart. Okay, launch sell-off to new highs. It looks like it wants to form a bit of a range. But anyways, just real quick, I'll map out your demand zone. And comparing to Solana, I believe this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't peak D-pin? Yes, it is. So I think Solana wouldn't necessarily be the most accurate comparison, being that Solana is, say, like a layer 1 chain, and this is a D-pin network. So it's like comparing apples to oranges. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily compare it to Solana. However, other D-pin projects have reached into the billions in valuation in the past, such as Helium HNT. If we look at what this thing has done in past cycles, it peaked out at 5 billion, okay? And I think the D-pin networks are a lot more advanced now than when they were in 2021, so we could see higher valuations for these. Anyways, to answer your question about peak, I would say that, you know, a 20x from here would be like an 80x off of the bottom or so. So I would not try and keep on squeezing every last bit of it out and trying to time the exact top. I would say this has a very good probability to increase a lot in price. But don't get emotional and think you're going to time the exact top and sell on the way up, right? If it goes 10 to 20x from here, I would just be heavily scaling out. It's already up 200% off of the bottom, meaning if it goes, 20x from here, again, that's like a 50x or so from the bottom. So if other people are up 50x and you're hoping for another 20x, that ain't going to happen. All right, they're going to sell it and you're not going to get that extra 20x. So anyways, I think you understand the point I'm trying to make. Hope that helps. We got another super chat now from SpyPaint E. Thoughts on Aerobud? Aerobud meme coin on base, dog meme coin. And if we look at Aerobud, it essentially has gone parabolic and it's correcting. Again, it's very hard for any coin, especially a meme, to reach even 100 billion, but $1 billion market cap for a meme coin is a very hard feat to achieve. So I know I've seen Aerobud circulating around. People are saying it's the next ski. It's going to go to billions. It certainly could. All right. I think ski is an anomaly. Ski is an anomaly because it has somebody like Brian Jung with 2 million YouTube subscribers. He gets 1 million views on his videos promoting it. So I wouldn't say that you can compare this to something like ski if it doesn't have the same people behind it. It's very interesting. All the dynamics. It's like baking a cake. All the ingredients that go into baking a delicious cake or having a meme coin go to billions, right? It's unique stuff and it's hard to copy because it's organic and it just happens, right? You can't buy organic growth. Now, anyways, Aerobud has tremendous organic growth. You cannot deny that. It's exploded in recent times. It went from sub 1 mil to 73 mil, and 84x in 28 days, in less than 1 month. It went up 80x plus. All right. So it's up 80x in a month. Doesn't mean it's topped, but largely it probably needs to cool off for a bit and correct. It's just physics, basically. What goes up extremely fast, it's very hard to sustain. So we have a demand zone here from around 48 mil down to 35 million. I do like this red candle over here. So I'm actually going to put this bottom at 30 million market cap. So my thoughts on Aerobud. Could it go to billions? It's possible, but I'd say there's a low probability of that happening. Can it go to hundreds of millions? For sure it could. There's a higher probability of it going to hundreds of millions than a billion, obviously. So if I was bullish on this and I was buying it now with the expectation that it's going to pull a 10x to 500 mil market cap, I would simply be looking to buy it at the discount of this current demand zone. I would be looking to get it around 35 million down to a 30 mil market cap down here at the bottom of this current zone. Let everyone FOMO into it now. Yeah, buy the dip, buy the dip. Good chance it does come down here to, again, 35 to 30 million. And if you want an entry, that's where I would look for the entry. All right, if it's going to pull this type of move and continue to accelerate from here. Dog meme coin, really, really strong move in a month. Parabolic. Let it consolidate and look to buy the bottom of the consolidation range if you're looking to get into this coin. Anyways, I hope that helps. Spy Paint E. And Brit Boy, no worries. Let's see. Matt Ambler says that Ski will flip Brett very soon. It has a very real chance to. J-Man, we'll get to your super chat in a moment. And we also got a super chat from Eric A. We'll get to that in a second. I want to look at Bitcoin real quick, though, because I think we made a new all-time high, and we did. All right, so Bitcoin new all-time high right now. We have broken 104,000, and we are at 105K on Coinbase Spot. All right, so that's very good. And ideally, that this move is being driven by spot buying and not leverage, leading to more sustainability. But hooray, new all-time high for Bitcoin. Let's party, everyone. Let's get it going. So yeah, again, next target, the magnet is up and to the right. The magnet is at 125,000 US dollars. And I had this on January 20th, which is Trump's inauguration date. We're looking for 125K before January 20th, essentially. All right, so let's see if we can get a continued move and a Santa rally. Again, rate cuts are on Wednesday. So look, this could very well be bait right now just before the weekly close. So don't get too happy. I would love to see this move stick, but I understand that there's a chance that this is going to be a sweep of the previous week high. We come down here to support going into FOMC, and then we see the real move. People need to get scared, and people get scared when prices on support going into FOMC. So this is definitely a very valid scenario. Still a huge week and very good start so far, but we don't have the close until 7 p.m., which is in 30 minutes from now. So let's not count our chickens before they hatch. But great to see that new all-time high. Nico Dem, I'll look at that in a second. Thank you for the clarification. Let's see. J-Man says, Bitcoin just smashed all-time high for real. FYI, Mighty Connor, you man. J-Man, thanks for your support, my man. Love the enthusiasm. And yeah, Bitcoin new high. We'll see if the move sticks or if this is just a sweep of the previous week high. I hope it sticks. But for my trading plans, I would love to see a move to support into Wednesday, leading to the real move. But we'll see how it plays. We're just speculating here. That's what we do as market traders. And Eric, we'll look at numbers protocol. I just want to look at this coin Nico Dem is shouting out. AI agent. Let's see. Casper AI. It's on base. All right. So marked as a honeypot. I'm not sure this is the right one. Doesn't look like the right one. And it looks like a rug. So I don't know if that's the right one. Appreciate you guys on those super chats. We'll look at these in a moment. But yeah, Nico Dem, I am not seeing. If you can send the contract address, even though that's spooning it, it would be helpful because we're having some miscommunications trying to find this coin. Anyways, Eric A says, thoughts on numbers protocol. Thank you for your calls, Eric. I'm glad I can help, man. Let's take a look at numbers protocol. 57 mil market cap on a few exchanges. Okay, cool. On the Binance Smart Chain as well as ETH. All right, so very clean structure here on our daily time frame chart. Textbook accumulation and breakout happening. So you can see this thing went parabolic when all the AI coins went parabolic. Altcoins in general in March, February of this year. Sold off, found a base, broke through that support in June, and it found its real bottom. Formed this really nice accumulation lake. It's now broken out, it's retested, and it's trying to break away from this 50 million level, which is the top of the accumulation range. So the chart is very clean, and the chart looks bullish to me. Reason being, again, textbook accumulation. Breakout, retest. The selling here on the retest is all getting bought back up. You see the volume pick up. It's all textbook stuff. So what you should be looking for is a move to clearly and confidently say that we've broken out of the accumulation range. It's on it right now, okay? So this is actually a good entry because you're buying the breakout and the retest of that breakout right now currently. All right, this is a very good setup in a bull market. Buying the retest of a breakout is going to lead to a lot of profitable trades. You have that right now with NUM. So Eric, that's what I have to say about this coin. It looks like a textbook chart of a accumulation breakout in play in real time right now. So the expectation would be that it clears this and goes back up to at least the highs at like 250 million. Ideally makes new highs. Hope that helps, Eric. And another super chat from JP Moon. He says, chill guy, breakout on 4-hour RSI thoughts. Chill guy. So the chill guy creator came out with his IP request and said that they were stealing his ID or something. So it hasn't been really performing too great, on top of just, again, all these art meme coins on Solana getting rotated out of because people are now speculating on AI agent memes, the new memes. 4-hour RSI breakout thoughts. So yes, nice breakout on the 4-hour RSI, as you can see. And price is at resistance right now. So this is also pretty textbook. All right, the previous week low is at 35.9 cents. You had the liquidation to 25 cents. You came up and tested your monthly open. You basically triple bottomed, and now you're trying to break out again. So it looks bullish, and it definitely helps that Bitcoin is pumping in price discovery right now. If Bitcoin is just deviating, this thing is going to head back down to the lows. But if we're going to treat this as a legitimate breakout, we essentially want to see the price cross above our diagonal resistance, which is the horizontal previous week low at 35.9 cents as well. All right, so RSI is leading at the moment. We'll see if the price action does actually catch up. And yeah, you should be looking for a clean breakout above 36 cents. And minimum a move to the monthly open for a shorter term trade if you're on leverage with this coin. You know, if you're buying spot, you're going to have to basically hold it for a while to see meaningful gains, or you can just trade it for, 20 to 50% can happen in a day. So if you're going in size on spot, that can also be a very profitable strategy to trade. But yeah, you want to see the breakout above 36, and the first target would be the monthly open at 44 cents. Dennis Lovelace is asking about Pepe the frog. So Pepe, I am still long and strong. Again, entries were at the bottom of the consolidation range. So I was protected during the leverage flush out on Monday because I did not FOMO on the green candles. I FOMO'd at the red candles, doing the opposite of what most people do. It's going to lead to a lot of success in the market. Nonetheless, it's shaping up well. It looks similar to something like Chill Guy. in the sense that it has broken its diagonal. So yeah, Pepe's looking good. I mean, I'm bullish on it. I think this week's going to be really crazy. I think we're going to see a large acceleration after the FOMC meeting this week. So chart is looking good. It got super tight in this consolidation here, and we're seeing a breakout now. It's still very early, and we'll see how the week does actually start here. But again, I'm bullish on Pepe. I've been long from down here in this demand zone. So I do expect it to keep on increasing in price. Otherwise, obviously, I wouldn't have an active open long position on it. I hope that helps, Dennis. And we got another super chat now from Crypto Wookie. Shout out Crypto Wookie. Shout out to the Moon 24. Christopher Brown. We'll look at BOTA in one moment. But we got a super chat from T13. AI Tech price prediction, 2 bill market cap, question mark. AI Tech is 100 mil right now, I believe. Or maybe it's back down sub 120 mil. Yeah, 2 billion. I would say 1 to 2 billion is an accurate price forecast for something like AI Tech. I agree with that. It can certainly go higher, but we don't have to sell the exact top. And I think that's very important to understand for a lot of people. To have success in crypto, the majority of people think you need to buy at the exact bottom and sell at the exact top. And if they miss the top, but they're still up 10x, they stubbornly hold it because they're like, oh my God, I could have sold it at 20x at the top. I'm only up 10x now. I ain't selling now. And they round trip everything. So again, healthy profit taking schedule will be the most important thing going forward in this cycle. Coming to terms, coming to understanding, coming to peace with the fact that you don't have to sell the exact top to still make life-changing money. But AI Tech to 2 billion is largely possible, yes. Let's see, Christopher Brown. Take a look at BOTA on base. BOTA looks great. Very nice looking chart here. Daily candles looking strong. So what BOTA is going through is a consolidation after a nice breakout, as you can see. We probably could draw a bull flag on this, or we can just put a level of demand on the chart like so. And we can see that BOTA is holding this zone that formed at around 2.5 million as support. All right, so we want to see this continue to hold as support, and we want to see this go into new highs. And I think BOTA will. I'm bullish on BOTA. If anybody has been following along here on the channel, I've been bullish on this thing the entire way. And it's just starting to move now. So I think it's just the start. But yeah, I'm happy to say that I stuck with BOTA through all the bad times. And I'd like to see some very good times ahead for the coin. Let's see. And Crypto Wookie says, love the new content. Greetings from the BOTA wands. Thank you for the support, Crypto Wookie, Chewbacca, whatever. Yeah, thanks for your support, man. Glad that you're liking the content as well. We'll look at Sui in a little bit. Let's just get to these super chats real quick. Arrow Bud, Saving Dogs Lives, next leg upcoming. Again, we just looked at Arrow Bud, but I do appreciate the super chat to the Moon 24. Next leg upcoming for sure, but just going off of TA, if I wanted to buy it, I would wait for the discount. And let's see, JP says, what indicator do you use to show daily, weekly, high-low closes? So thank you for that super chat. It is called the Spaceman BTC Key Level Indicator. What you want to do is you want to go to the indicators up here on TradingView. Click on indicators. It will prompt a search box. All you have to do is search Spaceman. And you'll see key level Spaceman, this one by Spaceman BTC. You can put a star on it to favorite it. It will stay in your favorites. And that is the indicator for it. For my settings, I like the daily open, the Monday range with the mid included, the weekly open, previous high, low. I like the monthly open, I like the quarterly open, and the yearly open, and I have everything else off for my personal settings for that indicator. Hope that helps, JP. And let's see, Omar says, could you look into HEU? I am leaning towards holding good projects with good fundamentals, and we haven't seen the alt run yet. And my average price is 18.7 cents. All right. So HEU. Jurist here on MEXC. So if your average price is 18 cents, well, you did good. Reason being, you bought the discount of the range. Again, right? This is what I'm saying on AeroBud as well. Wait for the discount. Wait for the test of demand. So anyways, this is a brand new coin, new launch. What's the market cap on this? HEU, not HUE. HEU, Hurist. Market cap is 35 million, so quite low. AI coin. All right, so the chart looks really good. You have the launch and you have this consolidation. This looks pretty healthy, looks pretty organic. You have the high at 32.6 cents, trying to break it now. So, I mean, look, what you want to see, there's really not a lot of data. This thing goes back 1 week in time to last Sunday. What you don't want to see is a breakdown below 16 cents. I would say there's a chance it does revisit demand and just continue to range before breaking out. Given it's an AI coin, you said it has good fundamentals. I would have to verify that, but I'm going to take your word for it for now. So if that's the case, it probably will do really well in the AI boom. But it doesn't mean it can't range for now. So I would say your buy level is 20 cents to 15 cents, but you're looking for the breakout here. So it looks like a nice, healthy chart forming, launch, range, and then ideally it does lead to a breakout higher. Appreciate all of you guys with the super chats today. A lot of people asking about SUI, and SUI is pumping, so we'll look at it. Where it was pumping this week, right? We can see the weekly candle, new all-time highs, right? SUI is leading the market. And you can see it's following this trend line from the bottom really well from August 5th. That's something to note. Right here on the daily time frame for SUI. So this is SUI's bull market trend line without a doubt. When this breaks, I will let you know, because when this breaks, you're going to want to get the heck out of SUI. This trend line. This one. All right, for now, it's still perfectly intact, and SUI is still, leading the market in terms of higher cap layer 1 coins, altcoins in general. So, I mean, look, with SUI, you do have signs, right? You do have bearish div. You do have the chart making that typical kind of triple top pattern. You need one more drive up. But here's the thing. In bull markets, bearish divergence is invalidated all the time. And what happens is the price will sell off basically to local support. And you already did see that with the flush. Right, you can see basically the RSI make the lower high. And then you got the flush. And notice this is the perfect example of bearish divergence being invalidated in a bull run. It just came down to base support and it immediately bounced right back up. So on SUI, I would actually be looking for an RSI breakout, and I would look for a breakout in price as well. Knowing that you have the bull market support line at $4.20 right now, really down to $4 just here. So if we see a sell-off before FOMC into the $4 levels, probably going to be great buying opportunities. Because, again, we're looking for an RSI breakout as well as a price breakout into new all-time highs on SUI. Let's clean this up a little bit, get rid of all these drawings, and let's see what else is going on here in our live chat. Moon Moonwell. And yeah, Moonwell, Bitcoin dominance, all good things we should be looking at. Shout out to Janko's Gold Adventures saying thanks for showing up every day. No problem, Janko's. Glad you enjoyed the streams. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. See if anything has changed on the Bitcoin dominance front, but nothing has. I'll let you know now. Same update as yesterday when we looked at it. All right, bouncing. And it's bouncing. Why? Well, Bitcoin is making new all-time highs. So Bitcoin's sucking liquidity at the moment out of altcoins so that it can fuel its pump. However, it needs to correct after a large swing down, and we're looking for the bounce into a lower high that will eventually lead through a breakdown through this 54% level to these lows down here, 50% to 48%. The pumps that will ensue when we see the leg down, right after this bounce completes and we get the lower high into the breakdown, the pumps that will ensue during this next leg on Bitcoin dominance down is going to be crazy. And we're probably going to see many of our fundamental AI plays start to take off in this time as well. So Bitcoin dominance on track, looks good. It's simply going to bounce, in my opinion, to a lower high. Now, let's talk about the discussion or the fact that maybe Bitcoin dominance isn't actually topped out yet and it's going to make another high before breaking down. I've seen this scenario discussed. I don't completely disagree with it. And I actually think it would be pretty healthy. Reason being, the quicker Bitcoin dominance breaks down, the faster the cycle is going to go. All right, so I would love to see Bitcoin dominance break down going into Q1. And then, all of our altcoins pump like crazy. If that doesn't happen and Bitcoin dominance goes and makes a higher high first, understand that it's just lengthening the cycle. It's lengthening the length of the cycle to go further through 2025. And it would be more on par at that point with the traditional 4-year cycle where it ends at the end of 2025. So if we do see Bitcoin dominance go and make a higher high here, which I think has a low probability of happening, but there's still a probability of it happening, it doesn't mean that everything's off and everything's all over. It just means that the cycle is going to be a bit longer than expected. And stablecoin dominance moving down on the day, and with alts up, Bitcoin up, stablecoin dominance should be going down. So the correlation is simply intact at this moment in time. People asking about Cubic as well, and I mean we'll look at it. Even though I did go over it briefly earlier, we'll look at it again on Safe Trade. So here's your weekly. Again, pump, 2 weeks of consolidation, bull flag. I see this leading to new highs. There is the CFB meme coin. CFB here. And if you were holding Cubic, you got this airdropped. But, I mean, look, the chart's looking beautiful. Again, I think I've said this in the past. Here you can see the nice basic accumulation lake formation that is formed. But I've said this in the past. I'd be looking for CFB to pull a wow narrow type of move. Wow narrow is the meme coin of Monero. Basically used to send tips to people for funny Monero memes back in the day. And if you look at wow narrow, it went from a 75K market cap, 100K, to 100 million in a few weeks, basically. All right, so actually it took a while. It took a year to go from 100K market cap to 100 million, which was that 100x. Or actually 1000x, sorry. 1000x it went. But anyways, I think CFB can pull a similar type of move at some point when it goes parabolic. And you got a free airdrop and you're up thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars maybe. Make sure you make that profit real before it crashes down to zero again. Okay? It's the best piece of advice I can give you. Let's see. GOAT entry at 79 cents. Crypto, Middle East, and Africa. How high can it go? Well, GOAT has the potential. I saw a tweet from Truth Terminal saying that it has very big plans and intentions for the future and wants to like make everything a great place. Anyways, it's the AI talking, right? For your breakout, you should be looking for $1.60 to $2 on your next breakout higher, the 0.27 to the 618 fib extension levels. For now, you need to work through this resistance, the monthly open as well as up here 90 cents. Sui meme should be crazy for sure. It's why I make a lot of Sui meme content. Chainlink will flip ETH in the future. It's an interesting speculation. Check Sui memes, bro. There's a lot of Sui memes out there. We'll check some of the top ones real quick, though. I'm curious. Blub looks like a good level. AAA Cat. Oh, not that one. We want this AAA Cat. They all look the same. Okay, starting to move off of the bottom of the range there. FUD the Pug. This looks like it could be done correcting. All right, I do see the bear trap, basically a move below support, right into demand. The bears think they won, but it's just a trap. And buyers step in demand and pump it. All right, this is kind of like a Wyckoff spring. You need it to go down to go up. But yeah, I mean, many of the Sui memes look bottomed out right now. A few more that I've talked about previously. Let's see, this one, Axol. Yeah, so when I made the video, you know, this thing was around here, 18 million. Here it is up at 75 million. So, I mean, we can just add that to the list of successful coins given to you right here on YouTube. But anyways, yeah, Sui memes, they either look like Axel and have pumped or they look bottomed out. So definitely opportunity there on the Sui meme coins. Dog Go to the Moon about to hit 1 billion. Yes, I've been keeping up to that, keeping track of Dog Go to the Moon. Trump bought Ondo. Yeah, so Trump bought Aave, Link, Ondo, and ETH. Or Ondo must be new because before it was just Aave. He bought ENA the other night. Athena. You can see the ENA pump. He bought Link. Consolidating right now. Probably will leg up again. Very strong chance it does. Aave and Link chart, same thing. And then Ondo right now is breaking out again higher. So this is the chart that you'd like to see, right? Out of the correction over the summer, just a straight up vertical, right? This is like Solana this is like Solana over here basically after, I mean, either in 2020 or even 2021. Once it breaks out, it just goes straight up. That's Ondo right now. Looking very strong. And it is at the 0618 extension right now at $2.09. So we'll see if this does act as resistance locally, but probably will head up to this outline level I have at $3 next. But Ondo's looking very strong right now. And H bar as well. So expected, I did expect them all to cool off for a bit. Understand, it went 7x in a week basically, or a few weeks. In 1 month, it went almost 10x. Now it's in consolidation. So with all these consolidation plays, it's the same thing. All right. Same thing goes with any coin that's legged up and is in consolidation. You always want to buy the discount of the consolidation in the bull run. All right. And for H bar, you can see it's on local support. All right. You can see it's bouncing off this 27.5 level nicely. But the discount of this range would be down here, a fill of the wick. Okay, so I'll be looking for H bar in the green box if given, if you wanted to buy it at this point. Guys, be sure to smash up that like button. Yeah, definitely smash up that like button. I don't think that like number has moved in quite a bit, guys. So go ahead, smash that like button up. Appreciate you guys. So Arbitrum at $1, and Arbitrum is a coin that is hated on a lot because of the unfair kind of distribution for VCs. However, that doesn't mean it cannot pump. The VCs need to get their bag as well. All right, so I would look for ARB to make a new high. I don't think it would go to 5 to 10, but I think 3 is a realistic target at your 0.27 fib extension. Okay, so I would be looking for a 3x on Arbitrum max for this bull run, up to around $3. Can it fill the wick at 11? Maybe, but maybe that's there to get retail to think it will go up that high. VCs have billions of this thing to dump, and they will be selling it on the way up. So for something like ARB, I expect this bullish trend to continue and stay intact. It is correcting. All right, so basically what you have is this correction, and I do think it may want to come down again towards like 90 cents before moving higher. So look for basically around 90 cents on ARB, and I would be targeting $3 like peak cycle. And somebody asked me to look at USDT dominance for Tuesday bottoms. I'm curious what he means by that, so I'm going to check that out real quick. So let's just put some lines on Tuesdays and see if there's any relevancy to what our guy is saying here. It looks like Tuesday is a topping day, actually. There's a bottom. That's a top on a Tuesday. It looks like more tops than bottoms. There's a bottom. There's almost a bottom. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how accurate the Tuesday bottom is on USDT dominance. It looks like it works sometimes and it doesn't work other times. And you're going to notice that's how most edges work in the market when you're trading, right? They're not going to work 100% of the time, but if they work like 50 to 60% of the time, that's all you need. As long as you manage your risk and position sizing, that's a profitable edge in the market that you can continue to basically exploit, milk, because it's your edge and there's not thousands of other people, you know, with your exact edge. That's what makes it unique. That's why it's so important to basically, you know, figure out things on your own and develop your own systems and strategies. But anyways, when it comes to USDT dominance bottoming on Tuesdays, I just went over like the past 3 months, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just like most edges trading in the market. We got some super chats coming in, guys. We got Bob's my uncle. He says chart El Meow. So El Meow is GCR's prophecy meme coin. And yes, I do see this nice falling wedge pattern. It's pretty clear here. And you're on horizontal support. All right, so yeah, it's a meme coin, but TA works. And you simply want to see this level hold as support. And if there's ever a place to buy it, it could troll and just sell from here, sell off. But again, everything's based off of probabilities. This looks like it has a nice probability to actually hold support at 50 mil and pump out of this falling wedge. But yeah, Boz, my uncle, I see totally what you're saying. I am picking up what you're putting down, and I see this. So looks good. And we got another super chat here from RX. He says, for gaming, do you like Mavia and Wild? Yeah, Mavia I do like, and it's still in this range, okay? And it is right at the 50% of the range, so you're not quite in the discount anymore like you were this past week, but you know, you're still pretty close to it. But yeah, for Mavia, I went over this chart a lot in live streams. Very nice range, very nice new chart. Listed, sold off, range. Eventually, this likely leads to a mega pump out of the range. So Mavia, good. And Wilder World, very popular project from the previous cycle. And it is trying to break out of its long accumulation from 2022. These are the yearly high prices from 2024 at $1. It's at 99 cents right now. So yeah, I mean, similar to Mavia. Long accumulation range, and you want to see it break out. So it's happening. I would say Mavia over Wild, but I think Wild is solid. All right, so charts are looking good, and you're seeing long accumulation breakouts happening in real time right now. So that looks good to me. Real quick, because I keep tabs on the Jupe chart. You're at an entry level right now for Jupe. Yassine. You are at an entry level right now. Anyways, guys, we will go ahead and wrap up the stream right now. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Smash up that like button if you haven't smashed up that like button yet. And again, a very big week for crypto this week. We got FOMC on Wednesday. We have Christmas the next week. And after that, we have New Year's leading into 2025. Historically speaking, given previous cycles, this time of the year, seasonality, this is the best time for being a crypto investor, right? This is the short period of time where the majority of gains happen. Think of that 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle. However you say that word, you know what I'm talking about. 20% of the input gets you 80% of the results. We're in that 20% of time that gives 80% of the gains. All right, so let's continue to make the most of this bull run. Don't get too lost in the sauce out there. Trade the narratives. Don't get too attached to them. Understand that they're likely a passing fad. And because you're trading attention, they're hot at the moment. So pay yourself, take your profits, but don't fall in love with any of these narratives, especially the AI agent narrative. It's simply the new meme coins. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream and got a lot out of it today. We went over a ton of stuff from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin dominance, USDT dominance, meme coins, AI agents. We covered everything. Well, not everything. There's always more to cover, but we covered a lot. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you're new here, smash up that subscribe button, smash that like button if you like the stream. My name's Connor from Crypto Empire. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Have a great rest of your weekend and a good evening as well. See you.